MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today, the third and final game in this three-game series between the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Pittsburgh Pirates. Live baseball here on MLB Network, and it comes your way next. Tyler Glasnow gets the start for Pittsburgh in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. And every once in a while, he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slightly over that, but this guy's a better pitcher than that ERA indicates.
Standing in, Danny Santana. He will lead this one off today. Here comes the first pitch. And we are underway from the Steel City as the game's first pitch misses for ball 1. And guys, as we take a look at the Pirates coming into this afternoon, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Time now to look at the Diamondbacks starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what's your take on him this afternoon on the road?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Striding in for his first at-bat, Ketel Marte, showing some definite confidence at the plate right now, and his recent numbers are reflecting that. We'll be in the 80s later this afternoon, but for now, 79 degrees at first pitch. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Marte is under it. Makes the play, and there are 2 gone now.
Batting third, first baseman number 44.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and stepping in, the power-hitting first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. First offering on its way. A bouncer to the left side. Healy scoops it up. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty V, we're getting a chance to watch a guy that's been struggling a little bit lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.40, so he's going to have to cut that down, limit the amount of base runners, limit the amount of walks if he wants to have some success in this one here today.
Striding into the box, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. So, guys, these Diamondbacks, as they begin play, they come in on the heels of a victory last time out, but they've been in a bad stretch recently, losing 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Here's Greinke's 1-2. And a slider. Oh, got a favorable call on that one, as that's the first out of the inning. And here's how Clint Hurdle set his Pirates lineup for this one. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I'm going to be paying close attention to Starling Marte. Coming into this game, he's among the leaders in the NL in stolen bases, so that tells you enough about this guy's speed. But what it also tells you is he does a pretty good job of getting on base. Keep an eye on him if he gets aboard.
So the next to the plate for Pittsburgh, Darren Doby. He'll get to take his first cuts here. He slaps that one away, and the count will be 0-1. Doby, just 24 years of age. He's in his 3rd season as a major league player. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Mike Fillmore.
Hey, you know, D-Roll, Mike Fillmore, he'll give a little bit off the edges, but he gets the respect not only from the pitchers, but from the players because his zone is consistent.
Yeah, as long as he's consistent, Dan, I'm okay with Mike Fillmore's zone. If a pitcher's pounding that zone, he wants to give a little bit off the outer edge, I'm okay with that.
Josh Bell the next to hit. Looking to get on base and keep this first inning alive. And that's taken for strike one. Here's a strike.
There's a called strike on a changeup, not a particularly good one. That changeup up in the zone like this oftentimes gets hit very hard. Was able to get away with it that time, but if he's going to be successful, he's going to need to get that changeup down.
And the shortstop is under it to make the play, retiring the side. An inning in the books, scoreless on MLB Network. Up next for Arizona, Gary Sanchez. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Now a ball hit high in the air, deep down the line in left, hooking just a little, and that nearly broke our scoreless tie. Instead, it's a foul ball. Hit sharply on the ground. Healy brings it in. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Time for a look at the Buccos on D. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. Pulls this one into the air, out into right field. And 2 quick outs here in the second.
Batting second, third baseman, James Lamb.
Digging in now, Jake Lamb, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Hard ground ball. Defense played him perfectly. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Diamondbacks down in order. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Next to bat will be the Pittsburgh cleanup batter, Ryan Healy. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Called strike at the letters, 0-1.
Pretty good pitch to hit there that he let go. I know it's early and they're probably wanting to run his pitch count up, but he may not get another pitch like that to swing at the rest of the game.
Now a swing as he shoots this down the right field line. And now this will get over the wall down the line out there for a ground rule double.
Hey, he started the offensive production with a bang right there. That's the first hit of the game, and it's a good one, driving that ball to and over the wall for a ground rule double, and he's basically able to stroll into second base.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Right over the middle, knee high. Career line against Greinke. He's only 1 for 10. 1-1. Healy stands at second with no outs. It's 2 balls and a strike to Yasmani Tomas. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Timing just to tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And let's take a look at third baseman Jake Lamb. Everybody's going to focus on the offense, and rightfully so. This guy absolutely mashes. but he's an adequate defender over at the hot corner. And be on the lookout for him to make a big play today.
And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Here comes the 2-0 pitch. And he gets the call that time for strike number 1. Can't find the zone there, and it's 3-1.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base and attack the next guy.
They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. 1 left for Pittsburgh. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. The Steel City skyline on a nice day for baseball in western Pennsylvania. Happy to have you with us on MLB Network. Here's Gregory Polanco. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the 3rd after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Favorable call in there for a strike. The windup and the 0-1. And a half swing here, but this is in there for a called strike 2. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Kind of pitching him backwards in this AB. Soft stuff early, then those last 2 were fastballs, trying to get it right by him.
And here's a curveball that's laid off that time. It's full, 3-2. Chris Owings is on deck. Line toward right center. And the Diamondbacks have their first hit of the game.
Batting 8, shortstop, Chris Owings.
Here's Chris Owings now. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game. First pitch of the at-bat. Nope. And the changeup is way low that time.
Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home. Oh, it's hit to 3rd. 5. Healy picks it up. The second for 1. On to first, and they get the double play. Ready now for the Diamondbacks, Zach Greinke. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. The 1-0 home is laid off for ball 2.
And this guy can hit a little bit too, so you just can't lay one in there 2-0.
Line towards center field. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. Diamondbacks down without much of a fight. Home half of the 3rd coming up. No score. So coming to the plate, Jack Reinheimer. He'll lead it off against Zach Greinke to open up the inning. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Sliders in for a strike. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball one.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Tyler Glasnow. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning. So in just 1 turn through the lineup, that's already 5 strikeouts for him here in the contest. And as you can see there on the team leaderboard, he's currently pacing the club here as we approach the midway point of the season. Here's Starling Marte, who was called out on strikes to open the home first. First delivery to him on the way. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attacking the philosophy.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. Ready now, Danny Santana. He flied out leading off the ball game.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these 2 teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Well, if you love pitching and defense, this has been a game for you. Are you happy with that, Dan?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low scoring affairs.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Lifted the other way to left center. Hazel Baker's under it, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again, Paul Goldschmidt comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike 1.
Okay, I see where this guy's going, right? He wants to pitch backwards, a little 0-0 curveball. Don't be shocked if this hitter's sitting all over that same pitch right here.
1 ball and 1 strike to the Diamondbacks first baseman. Changeup in for a strike.
Great job on those last 2 pitches of varying speeds. Gave him a hard fastball, and then he locked him up with a changeup.
fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Arizona, Gary Sanchez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Watches a fastball right there for strike one.
Especially after drilling the last guy up at the plate. That's just a great job to get your mechanics back under you and establish yourself back in the strike zone.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A swing and a miss at the big curveball. Sanchez brings a ton of pop to the plate with him, particularly against right-handed pitching. Some guys don't drive the ball as well when facing a pitcher who throws from the same side that they swing the bat, but that's certainly not the case here.
Yeah, this guy just absolutely.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. One left for Arizona. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Stepping up now, Darren Kilby. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck outside last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
Here's the first pitch now from Greinke. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Polanco has a read on it. 1 out.
The batter, first baseman,
Josh Bell the next to hit. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Here's the pitch. And Greinke gets ahead with the fastball. 0-1.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
A count of 1-1 to the Pirates' first baseman.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
Driven down the left field line. Will it stay fair? It will not. Just slicing foul at the very last moment. So close to extra bases. Just one hit apiece for both of these clubs. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Line drive to left. And that's a base hit. 1 for 2 in his first couple of plate appearances.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off wide at first, but boy, that had some zip on it.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
A little bouncer, but it gets fouled. Bell, the runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. And a fastball swung on and missed as he just reared back there. 2 away.
Boy, this guy has really good stuff so far on this one. How about 7 Ks, and we're just in the middle innings of this one. If he continues this up, this could be a real solid performance.
Here's Yasmani Tomas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here's the first pitch to him. Takes a fastball on the The inside corner. That's a tough take.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Here it comes, 0-2. Soft liner to the left side. In there, a base hit.
Boy, D-Roll, that ball wasn't hit very hard, but when you're struggling like this guy is, any knock is a good knock.
Yeah, 100%. He doesn't usually get those. He has to square it up mid-barrel to find a way to get a knock. He hasn't had much. Much luck this year, but he'll take that any day.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Two mid-90s fastballs right there that he doesn't seem to think he can catch up to. I wouldn't be shocked if he came right at him again with another good.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Softly hit out towards short, and this will be taken down no problem for the final out of the inning. Pirates strand a couple through 4. Still tied, nothing. Nothing. Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Match up with Tyler Glasnow to lead off the inning. Reddick waiting, and now the pitch. And they'll start him with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. In the air out to left. Hazelbaker's on his horse, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
Now batting, third baseman.
A look at our line score here through the first 4, and as we've mentioned, just 1 hit for these guys this afternoon. Ready for another chance? Jake Lamb. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch on its way. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane to the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. No runs, just 1 hit. No errors so far for the Diamondbacks. And no swing, apparently. Ball 1. And he's keeping it down here, and that's a called strike 2. The 1-2 is an off-speed pitch taken for a ball. Lamb swings, and it's hit very well out to right. That almost left the stadium. That's in the deep seats. It's a solo home run for Jake Lamb. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And the Diamondbacks strike first. It's 1-0.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
In now, Gregory Polanco. Popped him up. Healy in foul ground, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning.
The batter.
Standing in, Chris Owings. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Back up the middle and in for a base hit. So the 2-out base hit on the top of the inning is still alive.
Dan, how hard is it to massage your way through such a deep lineup? I mean, even the 8 and 9 hole hitters are solid big league players.
You know, Mark, these days you're not seeing a lot of defensive specialists in the infield or outfield. If you're in that starting lineup these days, there's a pretty good job you can swing the bat.
Liner toward right center, and that's into the gap and should be extra bases. Owings is on his way home. He'll score easily, and they now lead by 2.
And that just pains a pitcher. They're already given up a run in the inning, and he has 2 outs, almost out of trouble, but then serves up a mistake. The runner busted around the bases to score from first, and the hitter is in scoring position on second.
Standing in now, Danny Santana. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. So digging in now, Jeremy Hazelbaker. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And he struck him out. And that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
This pitching staff has done a really good job against this guy in this series. This is a really good hitter, and it's not easy to make a guy strike out 5 times in a series up to this point, but that's what they've done to this guy so far.
Stepping in now, Jack Reinheimer. And she'll take strike 1 on the inside corner. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the Pirates. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Now you got to be frustrated if you're on the mound. You try and go elevated heater right there and blow some cheese by him, and he's able to scramble it and drive it the other way for a base hit. Nice job by the hitter to get the barrel to that baseball.
Into the box now, Tyler Glasnow. Now a bunt attempt here, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. As a look, now the pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. The tag gets one. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. One hit in the inning, but no one left. 5 innings complete. Diamondbacks lead this one 2-0. Stepping into the box, Ketel Marte. He's set to lead us off in the 6th inning. Here comes the first pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-hand. Starting to loosen up. The 1-0. Fouled away. Fastball called strike. 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2. Lifted the other way out to left center. He's around first, heading for 2. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double. Now here's Clint Hurdle out of the Pittsburgh dugout on his way to the mound. And he's going to make a move, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. He'll wind up lasting just 5 innings here. Didn't pitch all that poorly, yet he's gone nonetheless. Daniel Hudson takes over on the mound here with nobody out in the 6th inning.
Number 44, Daniel Hudson.
Paul Goldschmidt will be the first one to greet him here, as he'll be doing so with the runner in scoring position and still nobody out. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Lifted in the air toward the line in right. And that's taken in near the line as the runner tags from second. And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. So here's the cleanup hitter, Gary Sanchez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and he has delivered one of the biggest at-bats of the afternoon as he cashes in with a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Hey, with that base hit right now, the lead's 3-0, and the way their pitcher is going, D-Row, that might hold up in this one.
Yeah, and you're well aware of it, Dan, as an offense, just trying to put those extra runs across the board. You can take a look at the guy on the slab, towing the slab. He's on fire right now.
Stepping in is Josh Reddick. Popped him up. And he'll stay with it to put it away as they get their man here for the second out.
How about it?
Jake Lamb will stand in yet again as we flash you back to the middle innings. This was a turning point here. A solo home run that was really one of the key at-bats of the ball game to this point. From the stretch. And a fastball misses here to start the at-bat. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. Now a flare out to left center. Reinheimer onto the grass. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
That can't bother you too bad, Dan, right there. Power guy at the plate, and you're able to get in his kitchen.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow, right? These big, strong guys, they like to get their arms extended. That wasn't that bad of a pitch, but he's just so strong that he's able to muscle that into the outfield grass.
Here's Gregory Polanco. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Here comes Marte. And that's the third out. Only one in the inning for Arizona. Top of the order due up in the home half of the 6th. Arizona's on top, 3-0. Here's Starling Marte, and Dan, he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
That's a ball.
Ball 1.
Counts 1-0.
Swinging a blooper to the right side. Marte ranging into shallow right. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
Second baseman, Darren.
Coming to the plate now, Darren Doby. He flew out in his last at-bat. And a fastball swung on and hit to second. Marte gloves it. Throw on to first is in time, and Greinke's got himself 2 outs.
First baseman number 55.
Josh Bell the next to hit. A fly out and a single for him so far. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. And he lays off for ball 1.
He's obviously been very impressive on the mound in this one, and I think the big reason why is his ability to stay out of the middle of the zone. That's kind of obvious, but it's clear to me that even when he misses his spots, he's not missing over the plate.
Ground ball foul down the left side. Another 1-2 delivery. Fouled off. The 1-2. And it's fouled away. He'll try again. 1-2. This is pulled into right. And he'll pull this one down a step or two in front of the warning track, and the inning is over. Good work there by Zach Greinke. Back here in Pittsburgh, we're on to the 7th with the Diamondbacks out in front. Before we get the inning underway, let's get a look at our game summary to this point. Johnny Barbado is on to pitch from the bullpen now to start inning number 7. Here's Chris Owings now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. First pitch curveball swung on and missed. Strike 1. Barbado is a guy known for his lights-out stuff. He tends to rack up strikeout numbers at a very high rate. However, he does at times get wild. Walks have come back to bite him on more than one occasion.
You know, it's not uncommon, Matty D, for a relief pitcher to come in with really good stuff. And it seems like he's either really hit and miss. He'll rack up a lot of strikeouts, but if he's not quite on, he'll also rack up a lot of base on balls. And that can cause a pitching coach and a manager to really start to pull their hair out.
On the ground to the left side. Healy scoops it up, and the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7.
The pitcher, number 21.
So here now is the pitcher, Zach Greinke. He's working on a 1 for 2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Took a wave at one around the shins with no luck. 1 out, nobody on. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Marte on the move. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting.
Ready once again, Danny Santana. He's 0 for 3 so far, so he hasn't done much to help at the top of the lineup. First pitch coming. Here it is. Hit softly on the ground to first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Diamondbacks. But they lead it 3-0.
Leading off for the Pirates.
0-1 the count.
Ryan Healy.
Drilled down the line. And that finds its way through for a base hit. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. Around second. He's on his way to third. Throw won't get him.
This guy smokes this thing, hustling all the way around the third. So far, they've posted nothing but zeros in this one, but he stands 90 feet away now, and they should be able to push him across.
And that misses. Ball 1. Healy at third with nobody out. A shot down the first baseline. And this is by Goldschmidt down the line. A fair ball. And they're on the board as this is now a 3-1 ball game.
Hey, not a bad pitch right there. Off-speed pitch down in the zone. You thought he would set that up pretty well. The previous pitch was a real good fastball up.
Yeah, I think the hitter was sitting all over that one, Dan. I really do. He saw that fastball up for show. I think he thought to himself, here comes the off-speed.
And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Hazelbaker.
Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. In his career, Hazelbaker has a batting line residing in the 230s.
You know, Matty, I know his career batting average.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. Scoring is the runner from third, and that'll cut the lead down to 1.
Up next for Pittsburgh.
So striding in, Jack Reinheimer, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. And here's a foul tip into the catcher's glove. Moves it to 0-2 now.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Jack Reinheimer is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Jordan Luplow will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 47, Jordan.
He drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Well, there's a pitch we haven't seen in a while. If he's going to have the ability to flip that in there whenever he wants, this is going to be a tough test.
And here's a swing and a miss. And that, folks, is a big out number 2. So the Pirates' batting order turns over and set to go. Starling Marte. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. Boy, that's what wheels can do for you, Dero. You can see this right here on this replay. He just simply outruns the White Rabbit. He just outruns the baseball.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Bullet to second base. A fine play, and that ends the inning. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much. George Cantos been summoned from the bullpen, as he'll do so to start the 8th. Trying to pick things up where he left off, Ketel Marte. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Marte is under it. He's got it 1 away. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. In previous matchups against George Cantos, he has a 3-for-12 line. 7 strikeouts on the stat sheet as well. And too high with the cut fastball. It's 1-0 now. Cantos hails from the Prairie State of Illinois. He was a 5th-round pick back in the 2010 first-year player draft.
Hey, nothing has been handed to this guy. Drafted in the middle rounds, and he has found his way in the big leagues. This has turned out to be a really nice pick.
2-0 count, the pitch. The count now at 2-1. Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now.
Time to focus here. This game is way too close to be walking, guys, so we'll see if he can make him swing the bat on this next pitch.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Marte hauls off the left fielder as he takes charge for the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in and looking for more, Gary Sanchez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. This is line to left. That gets down, and the inning continues. So he picks on the first pitch here and is able to extend the inning.
Hey, guys, he's not known for being a singles hitter right here, but that's his 2nd knock of the game.
And I'm sure he'll take him, but the guys on the other side of the scorecard might be thinking we really avoided a worse fate. First delivery to him on the way. And that one just missed outside. Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. The 1-0 home. 1 ball, 1 strike to count.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
The 1-1. Liner toward right center. And he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Looking to keep this a 1-run game, the pitch. And he just gets a piece there as this is chopped foul. Sanchez over at second. Reddick at first, 2 out in the inning. Here's a shot to right field, and that's going to be in for a base hit. And the run will score from second as they double him up now. It's 4-2.
Dan, that's a huge insurance run right there. Has to feel good as a hitter right there to not only get a ribby knock, but to give your team a little bit of breathing room.
It does, and it makes your pitcher go out there with a little bit more free and easy frame of mind instead of going in a one-run game where every pitch is so important. You're one pitch away from a solo tying the game up. That's not the case now.
In now, Gregory Polanco, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. The 0-1 pitch. Missed with a slider. Runners on first and third, 2 away. The 1-2 is looked at for ball number 2.
2-2.
Full count now, 3-2.
Full count with 2 outs now, so if he could put the ball in the gap somewhere, he could have a good shot of driving in a run because the runner at first will be in motion.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 in the inning for Arizona. Leading off the inning, Josh Bell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Andrew Chafin is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th. Set and the pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Tying run stands on deck, but it'll only matter if the guy in the box can get on base.
Yeah, and that has to be his mentality at the plate right now, Matt. He can't be the hero, so he needs to do what he can to give the guy behind him a chance to be the guy.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that's the first out. Here's a look at the final line for the Arizona starter. Great day's work any way you look at it. Next in at the plate is Ryan Healy. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A knee-high sinker. Tough pitch. Strike 1. Chafin stands 6'2" and throws from the left side. He was selected in the first round back in 2011.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
Good fight to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
Well, I'm glad we get another look at that beauty of a pitch right there. You can't spot a sinker in a better location because even if you do get the bat on the ball, there's not a whole lot you could do with that. Textbook sinker.
Getting late, 4-2 our score as we play the 8th inning. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
One pitch away from wrapping up a very good innings work out of the bullpen here.
And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Addison Reed enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. First pitch coming. Here it is. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Lifted in the air to center. Marte is there. One quick out to start inning number 9.
Now batting, the pitcher, Andrew Chafin.
Robbie Grossman will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 36, Robbie Grossman.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Marte is under it, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter,
digging in, Danny Santana, struggling so far in this one and looking to erase his 0 for 4 ball game right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Reed's ready. Here it is on 0-1. Think he held up in time, but that becomes moot as it's a called strike 2.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready. This guy is not throwing a ton of pitches. He's confident in his stuff. He is pounding the zone. He's got 2 quick outs. You better pull the trigger.
The 0-2 delivery. And he struck him out. So a good pitch there, and now they're going to need to string some hits together. Archie Bradley is the man called on to close this one and earn a save in the ninth. First pitch on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike. The breaking ball that time in for a strike. Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning. So the leadoff man gone to start the top of the ninth as we take a look at league saves leaders entering play. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Next will be the left-handed hitting Jeremy Hazelbaker. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Boy, that fastball is just sizzling up there. 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
On to first, and now the Pirates are down to their final out. Up next for the Buccos, Jack Reinheimer, and he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the ninth. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. Should the lead hold up in this one, the win would belong to Zach Greinke. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Pittsburgh down to their last strike. 2 out, nobody on. And this ball swung on and hits his center field, and this should do it. Oh, and he misses it. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
Man, I want to give him the benefit of the doubt and just say he'd lost sight of it, but then I watched and say, nope, that's just a blundered play. Can't really sugarcoat it.
Ryan Holiday will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Number 52, Ryan Holiday.
And a high strike there, 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And this is swung on and missed. So with that, they find themselves down to their final strike here this afternoon. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count to the Pirates catcher.
Well, that's what you want from your curveball on 1 and 2. You start it in the zone and let it break out of the zone where it can't be punished. Didn't get him to go after it, but the execution was nice.
And he'll put this one away to end it, and the Diamondbacks have taken the rubber match of this 3-game set as this ball game is over.
And he puts a bow on this one to end it. How about his 25th save of the season? He's proven to be a solid tool at the back of the bullpen, and every team needs one of those.
4-2 the final score today. The Arizona Diamondbacks used a nice 5th inning to take the lead, and they never gave it back. Zach Greinke wins his team-leading 10th game of the year as he racked up 10 strikeouts in the effort. Archie Bradley closes the door for the save, his 25th of the year. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Final line score for our ball game this afternoon. For the victorious Diamondbacks, 4 runs on 10 hits, 2 errors. They left 6 men on base. For the Pirates, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 51 minutes. A reminder that extra tea service to the South Hills is available across the bridge at either the Wood Street or Gateway Center station. 33X West busway buses are also available with service to Carnegie, Bell, Crafton, and Sheridan stations. Also, return trips to Station Square on the Gateway Clipper fleet are available outside the stadium for 1/2 hour after the final pitch.